With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man. Right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man. Right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed. Right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle. Right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right?
Oh, you're going crazy.
Fall, man. It's coming very soon. It's not gonna always be a trumpet being blown for a warning sign. Right? Hey, sister, you got a minute to hear one scripture? You got a minute to hear one scripture? So look, the Lord said, read that one more time. And the walls fell down.
With a great shout that the wall fell down flat.
Read.
So that the people went up into the city.
They did what?
The people went up into the city.
It's not gonna always be that alarm sound a warning. So a warning is what? It comes before the actual destruction comes, man. You understand? So you can't, it's not gonna be a warning when all hell already breaking loose, man. Right, but read.
Every man straight before him. And they took the city.
And they did what?
And they took the city.
Read.
And they utterly destroyed.
And they what?
And they utterly destroyed.
It's coming to America.
And they utterly destroyed.
Read.
All that was in the city.
Hey, that's coming to America, man.
That's right.
It's gonna be a time where all that is in the city gets destroyed.
That's
man.
right.
Right, and if you're not on the Lord's side in that day, man, and the Lord is not fighting for you, then your days are numbered, man.
That's right.
So if you're not taking heed to the warning sound that brothers is blowing to you right now, then guess what? It ain't gonna be no warning. That next time you hear that trumpet blow, man, hey, it's gonna be, your time is up.
That's right.
Right, like that movie, your time, click 000, man.
God.
Right, so real quick, go to the book of Matthew chapter 4. Go to Matthew 4 and 19. Right, give me the book of 2nd Chronicles. Give me the book of 2nd Chronicles chapter 25 and start at verse 14.
It's the book of Matthew.
Bro, I want this first.
2nd Chronicles, the history, chapter 25 and verse 14.
Bring it on.
Now it came to pass after that Amaziah was come from the slaughter of the Edomites.
Start at 15.
Verse 15. Wherefore the anger of the Lord,
The what?
the anger of the Lord
Read.
was kindled against Amaziah.
Right, and the anger of the Lord is kindled against the Israelites right now, man.
Come.
You understand? Yeah, you got a lot of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans waking up in the last days, and all praise to the Most High. He the one that's waking them up in the last days. You understand? But the anger of the Lord is still upon us. How we know? Because we're still in captivity.
Right.
We're still suffering through the curses that's going, and that's upon our people, and not upon these people.
Right.
Right, read on.
And he said unto him a prophet.
Oh, what?
A prophet.
He said that he sent unto them a prophet, man. The Lord sends his servants out to the highways and hedges, man.
Right.
From the beginning of time, you had the Lord send his men out to the people, man. To do what? Whether that be a warning, you understand? But what's your nationality?
Huh?
What's your nationality? Read.
And
Read it again from the top.
wherefore the anger of the Lord was kindled against Amaziah, and he said unto him a prophet, which said unto him, why hast thou sought after the gods of the people?
You see that? And that's what our people do. Our people seek after the gods of the people, man. Our people seek after the gods of technology, right? Celebrities. You understand? Idol worship. People worship themselves more than the Most High God.
Right.
It's about that in the book of Timothy, man. It said men will become lovers of themselves more than God, man. You understand? These things are coming to pass right before your eyes, man. And the Lord is doing what in the last days? Sending the prophets out to the people, man. Right? You in chapter 25? Right now, go to chapter 24. Baba Kashab, and start at verse 14.
Chapter 24, verse 14.
Bring it on.
And when they had finished it, they brought the rest of the money before the king in Jehudah, wherefore were made vessels unto the house of the Lord, even vessels to minister, and to offer withal, and spoons and vessels of gold and silver.
Right now, drop to 19.
In verse 19,
Bring it on.
yet he sent prophets to them.
Yeah, he did what?
Yet
he sent prophets to them.
You keep hearing that all throughout the scriptures. Right, yet he sent prophets unto them. Even when you read the book of Matthew at the end of the chapter, what did Yahushua do? He sent men out to the people. To do what? To wake the people up, to warn the people, to let them know, to teach the gospel, man. And that's what we out here doing as a servant to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Read on.
To bring them again.
To do what?
To bring them again.
What we out here to do?
To bring them again.
To who?
Unto the Lord.
To who?
Unto the Lord.
To Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, man.
That's right.
Right, and if you want to listen, all praise to the Most High. But we don't. Hey, if you talking about wrap it up, well, brother, you can go and walk right to your destruction, man.
Right.
I'd be damned if somebody rushed the Lord. What type of shit is that? Well, you gotta wrap it up. Hey, the Lord gonna wrap you up, man.
Right.
You can't play with the Lord, man. This is sweet, man. Somebody give me hold everything. Somebody give me the book of go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, and start at 9. And then after you read that verse, go to Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 10. Right, hold everything else.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 11 and verse 9, and it reads,
Bring it on.
And the Lord said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah.
A what?
Among
It said a conspiracy is found amongst the men of Judah, man. Read.
Among the men of Judah and among the inhabitations of Jerusalem. They are turned back.
They are what?
They are turned back.
What are people?
They are turned back.
Read.
To the iniquities of their forefathers.
Hey, our people going back. Our people acting like just like how our forefathers was acting, man.
Right.
And the worst thing about it is, hey, the Lord said we worse than they was. You read this. You read the accounts that the Lord left for us in the scriptures, man. And you be like, damn. Sometimes you read it, you be like, dang, man, why would they do that? Why would they blatantly see the glory of the Lord, then blatantly go and build a calf? Right afterwards.
Madness.
And say, well, we don't know what happened to Moses, so we might as well. Why would they do that? But guess what? Jake would do the same thing, if not worse, if it was today, man. If not worse, read on.
Which refuse.
Which what?
Which refuse.
Read.
To hear my word.
And that's what our people do, man. They refuse to hear the words of the Lord. Like they got something else better to do. Man! Find out who they are in the last days. And to find out that you God's chosen people, man. And how to obtain everlasting life. Hey, back in the days, hey, that used to be a top thing, man. How do you get the kingdom of heaven? That used to be a major question. Now our people don't give a damn, man. They more worried about food that's gonna get put in their belly. Well, guess what? You might as well eat as much food as you can now, because hey, it's gonna be scarce in that day, man. I was just talking. Me and the brother was just talking about that on the way to camp today, man. Like when all hell break loose, you struggle from time to time, maybe. You know, you may not have enough food, or you may be scattered, or you fall on hard times. Right. You understand? But there's still a way for you to get food. When all hell break loose and you in the wilderness, brother, you gonna have to hunt.
Right.
And you can't pull up to Mickey D's and say, let me get the Big Mac.
Can't do it, man.
Right? Because one of your mans, right, or your moms or your cousin, they gave you $3. So now you can go and pull up to McDonald's and get a Big Mac. It ain't gonna be like that, man.
Ain't no
It's not gonna be like that, man. Food is literally gonna be scarce in that day.
That's
But
right.
you got people that put food over the Lord, man.
That's right.
Madness.
You understand? Hey, in that day, they really gonna be trying to put food over the Lord, man. How much more then? If people already doing it now, and you living in the comfortability of Babylon.
Bring it
How
on.
much more when that's the only thing that's on your mind?
Man.
Read
on. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them, the house of Israel.
Right now, go to 13 and 10.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13 and verse 10, and it reads,
Bring it on.
This evil people.
This what?
This evil people.
Read it again.
This evil
The
people.
Lord said our people are evil, man. And when you read this chapter, the Lord compares us like it to a girdle.
Right.
And he told Jeremiah, he said, man, go take the girdle and bury it in the earth, man. Then time went past. He went back and seen the girdle. He said, hey, look, just, hey, without, basically the Lord was telling our people that what? Without me, you ain't shit, man.
Right.
Without the Lord, we not nothing.
Nothing.
That's why every time we go off as a nation, we get put at the bottom of society. Man.
That's right.
Right? You can't fend for yourself. You look at everything else as the problem except yourself. And it's people like that, while we in the position that we in now, still. Instead of getting out of this captivity, man. Read.
This evil people, which refuse to hear my word.
Which do what?
Which refuse to hear my
All
words.
throughout the scripture, you keep hearing that same thing, which refuse to hear the words of the Lord. They was been doing that. When Jeremiah was prophesying, hey, they jumped him, man. Because they didn't want to hear the words of the Lord, man. Because they didn't want to hear about the things that was going to befall them. Because they didn't want to get right with the Most High God. Because they didn't want to stop serving their idols, man. Read on.
Read on. Which walk in the imagination of their heart.
It said was walking the imaginations of their own heart. Right? And Elon, stop scamming people all the time, man.
Right.
They gotta stop that, man. That's all they do, man. Scam people, come to America and live lavish.
Right. Madness.
That's all they damn do is scam people. Hey, it's a whole thing on YouTube, a little show on YouTube. This damn Edomite, he be messing with them. And he be exposing them. Because he know all that, he like a real high tech dude. He be playing with them, man. That's all Elon know how to do, man, is come and scam people. And come to America and live good and bomb a gas station. Right? That's all they do. That's all it is. It smell like damn spices. Right? Read and work.
After other gods.
Right? It said in our people walk in the imaginations of their own heart, man. Meaning what? Our people go after their own mind.
Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 12. There's a way which seemeth right.
There's a what?
There's a way which seemeth right.
There's a way that seemeth right, man.
That's right.
Everybody on the face of the planet, literally, everybody on the face of the planet has a way unto them that seems right. You understand? For us, you understand?
I got time for one scripture.
Y'all got time for one scripture?
I got time.
All right, what's your name?
My name's Cottrell.
Cottrell?
Yeah.
You said Cottrell?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Josh.
Josh?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Jake.
Jake? All right, y'all from here?
I'm not.
You're not? Where you from?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. What you doing here?
Chemical conference.
You said a chemical conference?
Yeah.
Chemical, what y'all do? Some science stuff?
Exactly. Something like that.
Okay.
Chemists. Yeah.
Okay. Well, real quick, y'all believe in God, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all believe in the Bible. All right, we on the same page for the most part. I want to read you a scripture. Can I do that?
You can. Yes.
All right, I want y'all to tell me what it sounds like. But before we read this scripture, all right, you know what I want, Deuteronomy 28:68. Before I read this scripture, what's your nationality?
I am Haitian, and then I don't know the other
Your
part.
father?
My father, yeah.
Okay, what about you?
Italian.
What about you? You said Italian?
Yeah.
Okay. What about
Russian.
You said Russian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. I like this. Right? This is good. Y'all come from all different walks of life. You know, you got, Haitian up here. Right? You said Italian, right?
Yes,
right?
sir.
You got the Italians up here. Then you got the Russian. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I like this. Right? Bring this out.
This is Deuteronomy in the law. Chapter 28.
Now, real quick, I know I keep stopping, but just because I don't want to cover stuff that y'all already know. Right? Y'all know about the story of Moses?
Yes, sir.
You know about the story of Moses, right? How, he said, let my people go.
They let
and,
the Jews.
Right. Okay. So I don't gotta go in depth in that. We just gonna read this scripture. All right, bring this up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Right now, do y'all know who's speaking? You know who's speaking right now?
I don't know who's speaking.
Right, so Moses is speaking right now. He's speaking to the children of Israel. Okay, this is when they in the wilderness. You understand? He's gonna tell you that in the next verse after this one, right? But we still in the same verse. Right, read on.
Again.
What's it like? Read it from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, it said the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Now, do any of y'all know what that word Egypt means?
The
What it means. Not necessarily where it's located, but what it means.
No, other than the only thing I can think of is probably freedom.
You said what?
Freedom is the thing that I can
So
think
you
of.
did, okay, you said freedom. What about you? What you say?
say promises.
Promises. What you say?
Probably a combination too.
Combination of the two. Okay. Come on, bring it out. Go to
Deuteronomy 24 in verse 18.
Bring it out.
But thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in Egypt.
And where?
In Egypt.
Right, because what was the Israelites doing when they was in Egypt?
Building the temples, right?
That's right, they were slaves. Yeah, yes, they was building the temples, but they were slaves. You understand? Right? Was that in on that? Right? Bring this up.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, and verse 4, and it reads,
Bring it out.
which I commanded your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt from the iron furnace.
From the what?
From the iron furnace.
From the iron furnace. So we got two different scriptures in two different places in the Bible where Egypt is being referred to as bondage, right? An iron furnace. If I grabbed all y'all and put y'all in an iron furnace, would you be comfortable?
No.
Right. So it's letting you know in the scriptures that Egypt, a lot of times, is synonymous with what being uncomfortable, slavery, bondage, captivity. Not to mention the actual word Egypt in the Hebrew is Mizraim,
Right.
which goes back to the word, or which goes back to the definition of between two straits.
Okay.
Meaning what? Stuck between a rock and a hard place, or a burden being placed upon you, aka bondage or slavery. Right. So now we're gonna put it in context. All right. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into
What
Egypt
the word Egypt mean?
Bondage.
That's right.
again.
It said again because they remember they just left out of Egypt. Y'all know the story. Let my people go. Right. So Moses telling the Israelites, "Hey, y'all gonna go back into not the land of Egypt, but what? Right. Bondage, slavery. You understand? Read.
Again.
But he's getting ready to tell them how it's gonna happen next time. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With
It
ships.
said, but this time it's gonna be with ships. You understand? You don't need a ship. You said what?
Atlantic slave trade.
Oh, there you go. In the scriptures, you understand that the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, meaning bondage and slavery, again, but this time with ships. What people on the face of the earth, out recorded history, have been into slavery via slave ships? What people? Give me one of them. Right, okay, yourself, so that's right, the Haitians.
Yes.
Right? Who
Actually,
else?
no, the Haitians were not. They actually fought the French, and they were one of the colonies that were not going to be.
That was after.
That was after that.
Yeah, that was
okay.
after. You talking about the you talking about in 1808, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you right.
Yeah, that's the 1808 when they rebelled and fought for their freedom against the French and defeated them. But that was after y'all got to that land in the first place because
of the Atlantic slave trade.
Exactly. Right, we just got dropped off in different places. That's the only difference. So my point is, right, Haitians. That's correct. Right, which we just go for the sake of the argument, we just gonna say blacks.
Yeah.
Right? Who else? Do y'all know if anybody else went? What you say? You don't know? You don't know? It's all good if y'all know. It's all good. Right? You wanna take one more swing at it?
No.
Right, so Hispanics and Native Americans as well went into slavery on ships, right? When Christopher Columbus came over here in 1502 BC or AD, tripping, in 1502 AD when he came over here, right? It's recorded in his so-called diary. He wrote when he looked at the Native Americans, he said these would make good slaves. And what transpired after that, you had many different things like the Trail of Tears. You had a lot of them getting shipped to Spain and Portugal. Hence, why you have a lot of them that's just what? Spanish. You understand? So the Hispanics and Native Americans as well went into slavery on ships. Not to mention that in 1521 AD, right, you had a name named Hernan Cortez, a conquistador who came over here into the land, conquered many of them, colonized. Right, same thing. Ship them off to different places, Latin America, Spain, Portugal. That is correct. Right, a lot of them. Really, a lot of people don't know this, but most of them died not from being killed with the sword, which a lot of them did die because of that. But mostly it was because they was getting slain by diseases. Right, those diseases was wiping out. You understand?
Spanish flu.
Right. See, so you know something, right? So my point of bringing that up is, right, because in the Bible we just read that Moses told the Israelites that they was going to go into slavery by way of ships. It's only 3 people on the face of the earth that would fit this, which is now history, but at that time was a prophecy. You understand? Which would be the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Right? That's right. In recorded history, the only ones that go into slavery on ships. Right? The East Indian man didn't go, the Chinese man didn't go, the Arab man didn't go, right? Right? The so-called white man, they didn't go. You understand? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So if that is the case, which we know through history that is the case, what would, by default, Moses have to be talking to? Who would he have to be talking to by default?
The black.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's by default. Because this was a prophecy that he was speaking to them.
Teach.
And didn't it come to pass?
Yeah.
With our people, correct?
Correct.
So wasn't we the ones in the wilderness who he was talking to when he said that?
Yeah.
See how simple that was? That wasn't hard, was it?
Wasn't hard.
Not at all, right? So with that being said, hold on real quick. With that being said, right, we got to keep reading because that's still one verse. We ain't even finish the verse. Right, so we just going to finish the verse. I ain't going to keep y'all here all day. I know y'all get ready to do y'all thing, right? So I'm going to let y'all do y'all thing. But real quick, let's just finish this verse real quick, okay?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right, with ships.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see it no more again, talking about our homeland. We haven't been back to our homeland as a nation of people. You understand? You know where your homeland is, brother?
No, not on my mother's side, no.
Right? Well, I mean, what about your father's side?
I plan to go there, but I haven't been, no.
Right? So, you just found out that you was a what?
Haitian. Oh, if I was a...
You found out that you was a Haitian today?
No, I didn't find out I was Haitian.
But you found out that you was, according to prophecy.
Israelite.
Right. That's what the Lord called us, because you got to realize, brother, Haitian was given to you. Y'all wasn't calling yourself Haitians when y'all came over. I don't know. You understand? Y'all wasn't, that's not how that went down. Just like how the Native Americans, they didn't call themselves Native Americans.
Exactly.
Right? Same how we didn't call ourselves Negro, Black, we got it beat into us. Just like when they told Kunta, said, boy, your name Toby. And they beat it, and then he finally started what? Calling himself Toby. Same thing, what happened to us? Nothing different, same thing. But point is, your homeland would be the land of Israel, bro.
That's right.
You understand? You were one of the priests. You heard of Moses? I know you heard of him. Guess what he was? He was a Levite.
Right.
You understand? He was a Haitian. If he was on the earth today, he would be considered a Haitian. You understand?
Get the preset.
Real quick, hold on, real quick. I want to get, I know we were supposed to finish that verse, but I want to show you something. Go to Genesis chapter 49.
Bring it out.
Real quick, bro. I know y'all getting ready to go. I know. I'm gonna respect your time. 49 and I believe I'm on 6. 5.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Simeon and Levi are brethren.
I said Simeon and Levi are brethren. Now, if you look at this chart, right, you see Levi right here. That's what you would be. You would be an Israelite from the tribe of Levi, right? You see Haitians right there. Then you have Simeon, right? Simeon is right here. That would be the so-called Dominicans today, right? How do we know that? This is one of the very many ways, right, that we know who Simeon and Levi are, and how we know you would be a Levite according to the Bible. Read on.
Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
Say instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. That's why they walk around with machetes and knives and different things like that, right? Why? Because this is spoken about these different things to this people. Read on.
Read on. Oh my soul, come not thou into their secret,
Right.
unto their assembly. My honor, be not thou united.
Right? It said, be not thou united. Now, why is the Lord saying, right, specifically Jacob, our forefather, whose name was changed to Israel? That's the whole reason why we call the Israelites in the first place. Why is he saying, be not thou united between Simeon and Levi, which are the Dominicans and the Haitians? Why is he saying, be not thou united?
Be not thou united.
Right, let's read on. Let's get the answer.
For in their anger,
read.
they slew a man.
They did what?
They slew a man.
Read.
And in their self-will, they dig down a wall.
Meaning what? What does it mean they dig down the wall? when you go into the account in the book of Genesis, Simeon and Levi went into an entire city and slayed all the men in the city by themselves.
Mighty.
Why? Because the man defiled their sister. So they went into the city and slayed all the men in the city. So the Lord said, when y'all together, nah, y'all too
Right.
Right. Y'all gonna wreak havoc together, man. That's why what? Now, you a Haitian on your father's side, right?
Yeah.
Are you kind of in tune with your Haitian family?
Not really, no.
Not really, but I'm sure you kind of know the state when it comes to the people of the people of Dominican, and the people of Haiti.
Yeah.
Do they like each other?
No, it's divided.
Right. What did we just read in the Bible? That they was gonna be what? Not united.
Exactly.
But at the beginning of that, what did it say? Read the beginning. 5.
Verse 5 in Genesis. Simeon and Levi are brothers.
Now hold on, y'all brothers though. Why y'all not united?
It's on the same country. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all live on the same little bitty mountain. It's literally a little island, and y'all divided. But that's because that's a curse. Not only is it a curse, but it's a prophecy that it was gonna be that way. You understand? And your people fit that prophecy. You understand? So, brother, you will be an Israelite from the tribe of Levi, right? You come from the stock of mighty men, right? Like Samuel. Samuel was a Levite. You understand? Moses, Aaron, the list goes on. Judas Maccabees.
Bring it out.
You understand? Mighty men come from the tribe of Levi, man. Right? For the sake of time, we're not going to go into all the accounts. You say that in precept.
God, just take Hebrews.
Come.
Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Right now, the Lord, who the world calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai, right? He would be from the tribe of Judah. That's what tribe I'm from. Right? If he was on the earth right now today, he would be considered a so-called Negro. You understand? Right? It's 12 tribes, right? From the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. And you one of them, brother. So with that being said, right? Go to the book, right? And I'm gonna leave you with this, all right, King? Go to the book of, actually, I gotta give you one commandment, then leave you off with this verse. Is that okay, brother?
That's okay.
All praises to the Most High. All praises. I just want to respect your time. You feel me? I don't want to put you out there. Give me the book of, can you grow a beard?
Not fully, no.
Not fully?
No.
All right, we still gonna get it. Go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, 26.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood.
Now, do you eat steak?
Yeah.
How you get it cooked?
Medium.
Medium?
Yeah.
Medium what?
Medium well.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say rare, boy, but you still can't get it done medium well either. Right? Unless you go to somewhere like St. Elmo's where they actually know how to cook a medium well steak. Because a medium well steak, it don't have no pink in it. It's just very, very tender and juicy. You understand? But a lot of places they don't really know how to cook unless you go to a higher upscale, whatever the case. Right. But you can't eat food that has the blood in it still, so you can't get it medium rare or whatever the case may be. You gotta make sure that it's cooked well done. Right? Unless, like I said, you go to somewhere where they know what they doing in the kitchen and they able to cook that thing with no pink in it, or you understand, or no blood in it. Okay, read on.
Read on. Ye shall not run the corners of your head.
Give me 1 Corinthians.
Neither shall I mar the corners of thy beard.
It said, neither shall I mar the corners of thy beard. You know what that word mar means?
I don't know.
Right, so the word mar means to destroy. You understand? So that means what? You can't cut off your natural beard line. Meaning what? You gotta have a beard.
Yeah.
You understand? That's a great thing, a great badge of honor, like a brother earlier was going into. Real quick, go to the book of 1 Samuel or 2 Samuel. So like it, 2 Samuel chapter 10. And start at verse 4.
2 Samuel chapter 10 and verse 4. Wherefore Hanan took David's servants and shaved off one half of their beards.
They did what?
Shaved off one half of their beards.
Read.
And cut off their garments in the middle.
Right.
Even to their buttocks. And sent them away.
Read.
When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them. Because the men were greatly ashamed.
They were what?
They were greatly ashamed.
Read.
And the king said, tarry at Jericho.
What'd he say?
Tarry at Jericho.
Hey, look. Stay, look, just go back, stay at Jericho. You understand? Which is a city in Israel. He said, look, stay at Jericho, read.
Until your beards.
Until your what?
Until your beards be grown.
Be what?
Be grown.
You gotta grow your beard out, brother.
Right, right.
Then return.
And then what?
And then return.
Then return. You understand? So that's the thing. You can't, as long as you're not shaving it off, good. Right? Now, if you got a certain type of job, I heard you earlier, you saying like you kind of work with chemicals and different things like that.
Yeah.
So if you got to kind of keep it down a little bit, that's cool. As long as you're not shaving it off. You understand?
Yeah.
And marring the corners of your beard. You got that, King? Okay. All praise to the Most High. You willing to do that for the Lord?
Yeah.
All praise to the Most High, man.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to leave you with this. Right? I call it,
1 Corinthians 3:16.
Oh, yeah.
1 Corinthians, the epistles, chapter 3 upon line 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Yeah, ye are what?
That ye are the temple of God.
Right? Said, know ye not that ye are the temple of God. Right? Brother, your body belongs to the Most High God.
Right.
As do everybody's. Right? Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of God,
right,
him shall God destroy.
Him shall what?
Him shall God destroy.
Now I'm saying this because I seen you kind of hitting the pan earlier, brother.
Oh yeah.
Right. I used to. It wasn't that, but I used to do that too. Many moons ago, many years ago. You understand? We can't do that though, brother.
Yeah.
Right. You can drink though.
Yeah.
You know, you can get you some wine or get you some Hennessy or whatever you like to drink, but we can't defile our temple with smoke. Can't do it. You understand? Whether that be weed, whether that be cigarettes, whatever the case may be. And a lot of these, especially a lot of these chemical pens and things that they got, they putting down not rat, that's cigarettes. They put down rat poison and different stuff in there. Well, yeah, they putting fentanyl in. We definitely don't want to mess with that. But pork. They putting pork in these different pens and different things like that. And you can't eat pork. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I don't.
All praise to the Most High, right? So that's already something you're doing.
Bacon.
Yeah, okay, brother. Turkey bacon, right? Brother hit, right? You can eat beef, ribs, lamb chops.
See, I try to stay away from the ribs too. My family ain't really, they cook whatever. So it's like I try to stay away from the whole ribs. I never had beef ribs. I never yeah, because they just always cook pork ribs. So
you said because they always cook pork ribs. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. But you can eat beef ribs.
Yeah,
you know, if you get something for yourself one day, get out there on the grill and, you know, kind of do your thing, whatever the case may be, man. But, right, point is, brother, you don't want to defile the temple that ultimately belongs to the Lord. You understand? Because you the children of the Most High God, brother.
Right.
Literally. Everybody can't say that, believe it or not.
Literally.
Everybody can't say that they're a chosen people. Why? Because who did God say his chosen people was in the scriptures? Did he say the whole world was chosen? Yeah, I ain't never read that verse before, and I read the whole Bible. Right? Who he said his chosen people were? Who is chosen people in the Bible? You want us to read it for you? Go to Deuteronomy 7:6. He said read it, so we gonna read it, man.
Bring it out.
He said read it, so we gonna read it. Deuteronomy 7:6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 in verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people.
That word holy means to be set apart. It means it's kodash in the Hebrew. It means to be set apart, different. You understand? Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
Who did the Lord choose? Right. Hold that. Bring this up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Yet now hear, O Jacob,
my servant,
right?
in Israel,
And who?
and Israel,
Read.
whom I have chosen.
Who I have what?
Whom I have chosen.
Lord said he chose Israel, brother. Now let's go back to this. So now since we know who the chosen ones are, read. Let's see what he said about his chosen people. Read.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
Who did the Lord choose?
Israel.
Read.
To be a special people
The Israelites are a special people. Read.
unto himself,
The Israelites are a special people unto the Lord. Read.
above all people
Uh-oh.
that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Lord in the Bible, this is the regular King James Bible, this is in every Bible you can get from Walmart, the bookstore, Barnes and Nobles. He said that the Israelites, his chosen people, are above all people upon the face of the earth. That's right. You understand? So with that comes great responsibility. You understand? You can't just be God's chosen people and you defiling your temple. You don't know who you are. This and that. That's why don't get discouraged either. We're not trying to discourage you or anything like that, because we was in that position once upon a time. But when we found out these things that we know now, you gotta carry yourself a certain type of way. You understand? You can't do the things that you may be used to do, like smoke. You understand? And it would be mighty if you stop today, but we understand that things at times can be a process, but you should make haste in order to do it. You understand? Because the Lord knows. Right? Last thing, right? Go to the book of Isaiah, right? Chapter 1 and verse 19.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse number 19.
Bring it out.
If ye be willing.
If ye be what?
If ye be willing.
Read.
And obedient.
If ye be willing and obedient, read.
Ye shall eat the good of the land.
The what?
Ye shall eat the good of the land.
If you be willing and obedient, brother, and take heed to the commandments of the Lord, you shall eat of the good of the land. What is eating good in the land? Obtain the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You understand? Because you don't obtain the kingdom of heaven by just saying, oh, I believe that Christ raised from the dead.
Exactly.
And then you go and commit all type of wickedness and sorcery upon the face of the earth. Right? It don't work like that. You understand? Read.
But if ye refuse.
But if you what?
If ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured.
You shall be what?
Ye shall be devoured.
You understand? You either gonna be obedient and serve the Lord and eat the good of the land, or you gonna rebel, be disobedient, and get destroyed. And we don't want that for you, brother.
Right.
You understand? So what's your nationality before you leave? What did God call you?
Levi.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
I didn't look.
All praise, all praise. That's good, that's good. Usually I'll be covering the sign. Right? What's your nation called though? That's your tribe. Right? What's your nation called? Who did God say?
See, I gotta look now.
What did nah, brother. Who did God call his chosen people?
Oh, Israelite.
That's right, brother. So you an Israelite, brother. That's what you are. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. You come from the bloodline of Moses.
That's right.
Some would say, other than Yahweh Shai was the mightiest man in the book, man. Mightiest man that come from the lineage of Jacob. You understand? So with that, brother, you got to understand that you got to carry yourself a certain way, keep these laws and commandments to the best of your ability. Did you get a flyer?
I didn't get a flyer, no.
Right? Take this, brother. Right? It's a YouTube channel on there. You scan the QR code to send to the YouTube channel. It's email account on there. So if you ever got any questions, just hit the email up, brother. And we got brothers up there in Pennsylvania too.
Well, I appreciate you.
As well. Appreciate you, brother. All right? Y'all stay safe out here. Right? So read that one more time.
Book of Isaiah.
What's your nationality, brother?
Levi.
That's right. What's your nation called?
Israelite.
That's right. Right, bring this up.
God. Mighty prophet Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
If ye be willing.
If ye be what?
If ye be willing.
If our people just be willing, man. Just be willing. Read.
And obedient. Ye shall eat.
You shall what?
Ye shall eat.
What the Lord say?
Ye shall eat.
Hey, the Lord said ye shall eat, man. If ye be willing and obedient, man, ye shall eat. Read.
The good of the land.
The what?
The good of the land.
Eat the good of the land. Go to the book of 1 Samuel chapter 10 and verse 25.
1 Samuel chapter 10.
Verse 25.
Verse 10. Chapter 10 and verse 25.
Bring it on.
Then Samuel told the people.
Told the what?
Told the people.
And he told the people. What did he tell them?
The manner of the kingdom.
The what?
The manner of the kingdom.
Hey, Samuel told the people the manner of the kingdom, man. You understand? When he was on the earth, hey, he was doing the same thing that people doing now, man. The servants of the Lord doing, which is what? Telling them the manner of the kingdom, man. Read.
And wrote it.
And then what?
And wrote it. In a book.
Straight like that, man. He told the people the manner of the kingdom, man. And that's what we come out here to do for our people. the manner of the kingdom, and let them understand that, hey, they only got but a short time, right? You can go back to that in Isaiah. Was you still holding that, or did you let that go, bro?
Still holding on for 6. Yeah, I got 1 and 19.
Yeah, so like, hey, brother, give me 1 minute, brother.
I'll be back.
No, you not, brother.
I gotta grab, bro.
You not back.
I gotta come back to play.
Brother, you know how many people tell us that? You wouldn't have to come back this way if you just came now. Read.
Isaiah 1 and 19. If ye be willing and obedient,
right,
ye shall eat.
What's your nationality?
The good of the land.
What's your nationality? I just gonna mess with him. That's all. Read.
If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword.
With the sword, man.
For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
Hey, the Most High God said it, man. Not this brother, but the Lord said
That's
it.
right.
Lord said, hey, go to Luke 13 and 3. A lot of people, they get mad. Well, you telling them that they gonna die. You telling them that. You telling them. Hey, the Lord said that.
That's right.
Right.
The
That's
Lord
right.
said, hey, you gonna be devoured with the sword.
That's right.
You gonna be devoured with the sword.
You know.
So the Most High God said that they was gonna be devoured with the sword.
Right.
Let's see what their son said. What his son said. Luke 13 and 3.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 13 and verse 3 from the top.
Bring it on.
It reads thus. It's like, this is the book of Luke, chapter 13 and verse 3. I tell you, nay, but except ye repent.
But except ye what?
Except ye repent.
Except you repent, man. Right? Except you repent, read.
Ye shall likewise perish.
You shall all likewise perish, man. Meaning what? You're gonna get put in the dirt. Right? And what's gonna have to happen? You're gonna have to get buried at the very, very end. Right? What's your nationality, brother? What's your nationality? Come on, brother. You got 1 minute for your brothers, man. I know my brother got 1 minute for his brothers, man. Right? And getting pulled by the so-called white man and woman.
Cool, devil!
Right? Away from his brothers. Right? Getting pulled away from him. She didn't even look back. She just was going like this.
Yanking him.
Yeah, yanking him.
She's looking at it, giving the eye. Bet not.
Go to the book of give me Sirach 6 and 13, and give me Sirach chapter 24. Actually, give me Sirach chapter 25 and
6 and 13.
19. Yep. 25 and 19. 6 and 13.
Alright. Which one you want first?
That one, you got it.
Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13.
Bring it on.
Separate thyself from thy enemy, and take heed of thy friends.
And do what?
And take heed of thy friends.
Read.
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Oh, what?
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
No, Esau is.
A faithful friend is a strong
A
defense.
faithful friend is a strong defense.
God!
Right? And how do you know who do you find your faithful friends in? You find them in your people.
That's right.
You understand? The ones whose minds is right. Read on. Or so I can drop that. Go to the book of Job. Give me Job chapter 15 and verse 35. Go to the last verse. Give me Psalms chapter 7 and verse 14. Right? Because you got all type of madness going on right now with damn Catholicism and damn Lent. It's supposed to be Lent. They done made up a so-called holiday called Lent. Where they damn
Oh, we're getting videoed. Oh, hey! I'm so sorry.
Right? Bring this up.
The mighty prophet Job, chapter 15 upon line 35.
Bring it out.
They conceive mischief.
They do what?
They conceive mischief.
What do the so-called white man do?
They conceive mischief.
Right? They conceive mischief. You understand? Meaning what? What does it mean they conceive mischief? They put forth that out upon the face of the earth. Read.
And bring forth vanity.
And do what?
And bring forth vanity.
They conceive mischief. Right? Meaning what? They conjure these things up within themselves. They think and ponder upon these different things. They think upon how to be more wicked. They think upon how to put more diverse and wickedness upon the face of the earth. You understand? You know how deep you have to think, or not even how deep, but you know how wicked you have to be to blatantly put pork and things that don't even need it in there? Like at all. Like just really think about that. Like why does toothpaste gotta have pork in it? What is the purpose? Why does wine need boiled pork skin in it? Why? What you can't make it make sense to me. There's nothing somebody could tell me where they would say, oh, it has to be in there. And if it's not in there, then it's gonna just something bad's gonna happen. Right? That's because they do what? They conceive mischief. Meaning they think and conjure upon these different things, mischief, and bring forth vanity, man. Bring forth deceit. Right? You got these damn Catholics celebrating damn Lent.
Disgusting.
Right? Just the damn 40 days. Where in the scriptures did it tell you to celebrate Lent?
Nowhere.
Right? And I don't even know the word of Lent in there. Right? Hey, brother. Come here. Why you shaking your head?
What?
I said come here.
Oh, I'm here, bro. Hey, what's good?
Good, family.
How you doing?
I'm straight. How you doing? You good?
I'm chilling, bro.
You cooked?
What's up?
You cooked?
Not really. I'm cool.
Okay, you cool all day. What's your nationality?
South Sudanese.
South Sudanese, where's that at? What part of
East
Africa?
Africa.
East Africa?
Yeah.
You believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, did your ancestors, or do you know if your family, ancestors, or whatever went into slavery on ships?
I'm not sure. I don't believe so.
You don't believe so?
Yeah.
How you feel about slavery?
I mean, it's not cool.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
What do you think should happen?
Right here.
Right, to the people, right, that put us in slavery?
It's right here.
It's on both sides, right? Either or. Right? What do you think should happen to people that put the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in slavery?
I mean, if you believe in the Bible, I don't think you should persecute.
So you said if you believe in the Bible, you shouldn't persecute them?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean,
you know the Bible tells you that they got to go into slavery. Did you know that? Right? Go to Revelation 13 and 9. Yeah, because the so-called Africans had us in slavery as well too. Yeah. Right. The African, a lot of African nations had us in slavery. You understand? Right, and we not Africans. Just to throw that out there. Right, we not Africans. Right, we Hebrews. You know, we come from the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We Shemitic, not Hamitic. That's right. Right, bring this up.
This is Revelation 13 and verse number 9.
Bring it on. Yeah.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity. He that leadeth into captivity.
Right, so if you lead a nation of people into slavery, like how the so-called white man and woman have taken the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans into slavery, like many tribes and many nations in Africa have brought the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans into slavery. Thus, same with the East Indians, the Chinese, whoever you want to bring to the table. They all had, even the Polynesians, they had us in slavery. Read.
Shall go into captivity.
The Lord said they got to go into slavery. That's true justice at the end of the day. If somebody broke in your house, you will want justice, right? You will want some type of repercussion. You said probably? So if I just put a strap on you right now and say, hey, you won't want nothing to happen to me. You won't want me to, you wouldn't call the police. So that means you would, come on, brother. That means you would want something to happen there, brother.
I mean, I wouldn't want you to take my stuff.
Come on, brother. You gotta make it make sense. But the point is, you understand? That the Lord wants justice for what happened to his people. You understand? And justice is going to get served. Right? Now, I don't know what side of that you're going to be on because I don't know where your lineage lies. You understand? Right? I don't know where your... How we going to finish that? I don't know where your lineage lies. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Hispanic? What about you? What about you? Right.
Just white.
What about you?
Pretty much all white.
What about you? Right, so we got the so-called white man and woman, right? We got 2 Hispanic sisters and we got East Africa, right? East Africa, right? How do y'all feel about this? Y'all can come up, we friendly. We friendly.
They're not gonna bite you.
We ain't chasing nobody down the street. We ain't putting hands and feet on nobody. We friendly.
Hold it up in the air, huh?
Yeah, everybody can come up. Right? So, right, how y'all feel about that?
Yeah,
right, it's a bad thing. It's not nothing, that's not too kind, right? That's kind of a bad thing in American history. Wouldn't y'all agree? I'm pretty sure, y'all know y'all would agree. You understand? So, what we was just telling this brother is, there's gonna be a price that comes. Because y'all believe in God, right? I'm sure. Or y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all believe in God, right? We believe in God too, right? So we on the same page pretty much, right? Did God forget about all that? Did he just forget about it? Is he just up there like, it happened. It's what it is. Nah. Right? So what do you think is gonna happen to the people that did that to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Or what do you think should happen? Because you realize there was never any type of repercussion for slavery. Like, y'all do know that, right? Like, there was nothing that ever happened. Like, ever. Nothing. Like, they tried to just sweep it under the rug. So what do you think should happen? Right? What do y'all think should happen? Or what do you think God is going to do about it? Because did you know y'all went into slavery on ships? You knew that? Right? Did you know that? Right? The Hispanics, y'all went into slavery on ships as well. Just like we did. Right? Y'all got hung just like we did. Y'all got called names just like we did. Right. No different. Y'all get treated bad in America, guess what? Just like we do. We ain't no different. We the same people.
That's right. Right.
This happened to y'all as well. It wasn't just black people. Like, a lot of times you just see movies about so-called black people getting whipped and getting in chains and getting hung. No, y'all was right there too.
That's right.
We used to have a picture. We used to have a picture of 2 Hispanic, so-called Hispanic and a so-called black man together getting hung. You understand? This is history that they try to have us forget about. But we can't forget about this history because guess what? God hasn't forgot about this history. Right? So back to my original question, what do you think is going to happen? Either what do you think the Most High God is going to do about it, or what do you think should happen for it? Right? And everybody can answer. Right? What do you think? I'll start with you. Right? What do you think? Yeah. Kind of just, should we just forget about it? Or do you think God just forgot about it? Or what do you think how do you think things should go?
Well, I mean, it shouldn't be forgotten about because it's still seen within our country now.
Okay.
And so I feel like there should be stuff that should be done, but...
Okay, you just don't know what, but you do feel like there should be things to be done, okay?
Because I've witnessed it myself, so...
Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate, right? So, one thing... Oh, man. Right, so one thing, right, about the Hispanics is, like I said, y'all went into slavery on ships as well. What if I told you I could show you that in the Bible in one verse? Did you know that was in the Bible? Right? One verse. One verse. I ain't gonna keep y'all here all day. I know y'all think y'all agree with this one. Right? Deuteronomy 28:16. Matter of fact, give me 2nd Esdras 13 and 40. Instead. Watch this.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 40.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Watch this. Both of y'all.
Those are the 10 tribes.
Said those are the 10 tribes, read.
Which were carried away prisoners.
Right, because did y'all know that the Hispanics once came from tribes at first? Did y'all know that? Right, so it said those are the 10 tribes which were carried away captive, read.
Prisoners out of their own land.
Right, out of their own land. Now that land originally, right, y'all wasn't always, believe it or not, y'all wasn't always inhabiting Latin America. You understand? Y'all had other places. Y'all used to dwell in a place called Samaria. Right? Right? And in 722 BC, you had a man raised up against the inhabitants of Samaria and carried them away.
Bring it out, right? Bring it out,
right?
In the time of Hosea the king.
Right? And the king that was over the Hispanics and Native Americans during that time was a king named Hosea. Right, read?
Whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria.
Right, so now you had the king of Assyria. Right, he came and besieged and utterly made Samaria desolate.
Right.
Right, and in the act of him doing that, read.
Led away captive.
Did what?
Led away captive.
Took y'all into slavery. Read.
And he carried them over the waters.
Carried y'all over the waters. Now here's the point, read.
And so came they into another land.
Watch this, read on.
But they took this counsel among themselves that they would have the that they would leave the multitude
HBCU,
of the
Harris Stowe State University.
Y'all took upon yourself that y'all would leave the multitude of the heathen, read.
And go forth into a further country.
Into a what?
Into a further country.
Read.
Where never mankind dwelt.
Where do y'all think that country was where never mankind dwelt? That the Hispanics and Native Americans came to. Does anybody know? Does anybody give a guess what you say?
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
It's okay. It's all love. We have to tell you, we ain't violent. Right? But that land is the land that we're standing on right now.
Right.
Why you think that they say that y'all was the first ones here? Right? The Native Americans and Hispanics. Why? Because y'all was the first ones here. And it's documented in the Bible. Y'all was those 10 tribes carried away captive. You understand? Taken into slavery by the Assyrians in 722 BC, and then eventually ended up separating yourselves from them and sailing to this land, which now is called America. Read it up, King. Right? That's history in the Bible.
With ship!
With what?
With ship!
With what?
With ship!
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So, did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night. Right. The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back. Right. Nobody knows, man.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man. Right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man. Right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed. Right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle. Right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right?
Oh, you're going crazy.